I hope Aaron Rodgers is around to actually, uplift these young receivers. You give him Quentin Johnson on one side and Christian Watson on the other, it'd be scary hours in that NFC North. What's going down, y'all? It's your boy Ray G here for the Draft Network, back again with another mock video. I'm excited because we get to dive into Kyle Crabb's most recent mock draft. Link for that mock is in the description. If you want to read the full thing, make sure you click that link in the description, because on this video, all I'm going to do is talk about the skill position players on offense, quarterback, running back, tight end, and wide receiver, and what these landing spots and draft capital would mean for these players from a fantasy football lens, from a fantasy football perspective. And this is a good one. There are some picks that I cannot wait to talk about. The college football season is coming to a close. The NFL season almost 11 weeks in, so the information is starting to really shape up, and this is going to be a fun draft cycle here in 2023. At the top of the mock, there is no surprise. The Houston Texans, one of the worst teams in the NFL, 1-8, 1-9, something like that. Davis Mills ain't it. They got to go find a signal caller, and they go to Ohio State and get CJ Stroud. Love the fit. I really like this for the Houston Texans. Get you a quarterback of the future. I'm not concerned about all the Ohio State quarterback stuff. CJ Stroud is an accurate thrower of the football. He throws with great anticipation, really good velocity. He can move, so I'm hopeful that when he gets to the NFL, he does utilize his legs a little bit more to extend plays when the X's and O's break down. But I think it's a good pick for Houston at the one spot. And if we're talking Superflex Dynasty, he's going to be a top 3 rookie draft pick, no doubt. Followed by the number 2 overall pick, Bryce Young, quarterback from Alabama, going to the Carolina Panthers. We know Baker is not the answer. PJ Walker is not the answer. Sam Darnold's not the answer. They got to get a guy, whether it's Bryce Young or CJ Stroud. I think both are talented quarterbacks. Both of them are going to have to answer questions throughout this draft process. We've seen the pictures. Bryce Young is small, standing right next to Kyler Murray in that Heisman video. He looks an inch shorter and about 30 pounds lighter than Kyler Murray, who already looks tiny when we watch him in the NFL. But I don't have any concerns about Bryce Young. He is my QB1 in this class. The anticipatory throws that he has, his ability to extend plays when the X's and O's break down. He's been doing this his entire life, and I don't think anything's going to change at the NFL level. Love the fit. DJ Moore, Bryce Young in Carolina, Terrace Marshall showing some signs of life. Really like the fit for the Panthers. Now we scroll down a little bit and we get to number 9. The Jacksonville Jaguars take the wide receiver 1 in this class, and don't let anybody tell you anything different. It's Jordan Addison, the dynamic wide receiver out of USC, pairing him up with Christian Kirk, with Calvin Ridley, with Evan Ingram, with Travis Etienne. Trevor Lawrence would have no excuses if this came to fruition. None. I mean, you've got those 3 pass catchers. You've got Etienne at running back. Make it happen, Trevor Lawrence. Jordan Addison to the Jacksonville Jaguars. I can't say I love the fit, but it would be very good for Trevor Lawrence. Jordan Addison is my top-ranked receiver in this class. Think he can do it all. I've got a video out here on the channel where I think he's sort of got shades of how he wins. Really reminds me a little bit of Justin Jefferson. All right. Let's scroll down the board a couple of picks because we get another wide receiver off of the board inside the top 15. And the Green Bay Packers, who desperately need another wide receiver opposite of Christian Watson, they select TCU standout Quentin Johnston, the big size, speed freak, giving Aaron Rodgers another target to throw the ball downfield to. This would be a combination. Watson on one side, Johnston on the other, and maybe Romeo Doubs in the middle playing some slot. I love the fit for Green Bay. I hope Aaron Rodgers is around to actually, uplift these young receivers. You give him Quentin Johnson on one side and Christian Watson on the other, it'd be scary hours in that NFC North. I think that is the type of playmaker that he needs, a big body wide receiver that has the athleticism to go downfield. Allen Lazard, no sure thing to be back next year. Load him up, even though I don't think it will happen because Green Bay will bypass a wide receiver here. But I love the idea of Quentin Johnston paired with Aaron Rodgers. Now, at 14 overall, the Indianapolis Colts, they've got to find a quarterback of the future, and they cannot continue to retread old veterans. So they take Kentucky quarterback Will Levis here at 14. I think it's a fine spot. Levis has all the tools and traits. Even though he has not played good football this year, he's shown flashes throughout the season, right? And I think he's one of those quarterbacks that you do not want to have starting right away. If he can come in, sit behind Matt Ryan, hell, for the entire year, I wouldn't mind it, but let him grow and learn behind Matt Ryan and hopefully whomever the head coach is, Jeff Saturday. I don't know what's going to happen with that, but I think Will Levis could have some sort of long-term potential in the future. We'll see. Right now, the way that his ADP is trending right now, he's looking like a mid to late first rounder in rookie drafts. he gets this type of draft capital, you got to take him high because he's going to get an opportunity to start, and we'll see what he can do at that point in time. Would have a good running back in Jonathan Taylor and three young receivers with Paris Campbell, Alec Pierce, and the alpha Michael Pittman Jr. Now we scroll down the board, Atlanta picking here at 15, no quarterback for them, no quarterback, so Marcus Mariota back under center for the Falcons in 2022. But we get down here, and here we go. At number 24, the Buffalo Bills, a big riser for me, and I think throughout the pre-draft process, people will get to know the name Rashee Rice out of SMU. He's a big guy, 6'1", 6'2", 200 pounds, pairing him opposite of Stephon Diggs, getting him in there with Gabe Davis. I like Rashee Rice. Hopefully we get an opportunity to see him at the Reese's Senior Bowl here in the next couple of months, but I would love to fit getting Josh Allen another weapon. Get to know the name Rashee Rice. He's a very, very talented wide receiver. At 25, this is where all hell breaks loose, all chaos, because Kyle has Bijan Robinson. We just saw him go for 700 yards last weekend versus Kansas. Bijan Robinson, the running back from Texas, being paired up with Lamar freaking Jackson. All right, we just got to read. I have yet to do this on any mock, but we got to read it. Stop. Hear me out. The Ravens' rushing attack is the centerpiece of what they do. Lamar Jackson has a heavy hand in it. But what about the rest of it? J.K. Dobbins has fewer than 200 touches in 3 seasons and will be in a contract year in 2023. Kenyon Drake was signed off the street and currently the only player on the Ravens roster not named Lamar who's over 200 rushing yards. Baltimore's leading non-QB rusher last season was Devonta Freeman with 576 yards, and he was also signed off the street. Bijan Robinson is a monster, and him with Jackson in the backfield is nightmare fuel. Chaos. I'm here for it. This is the first time I've seen Bijan Robinson mocked to the Baltimore Ravens. I think they need another wide receiver, but maybe they address that in the second or third round. An opportunity to add a talent like Bijan Robinson, who is looking like one of the best running backs to come out of the draft since a Saquon Barkley, maybe Zeke Elliott. This would be chaos. Fantasy football, he's already locked in as the 101. He'd probably be the 103 in Superflex startups, right? It'd be Mahomes, Allen, Bijan Robinson right there at the top. He would instantly propel as the dynasty RB1, and that would not be good for J.K. Dobbins or Gus Edwards. But Baltimore selecting Bijan at 25, a little bit of a shocker, but I'm all here for it, Kyle. Let's go, baby. At 26 overall, the Tennessee Titans, we know they need another wide receiver opposite of Treylon Burks, who showed flashes on Thursday night versus the Packers, and they select Tennessee wide receiver Jalen Hyatt. Love it. Speed guy, deep down the field, replacing Robert Woods. Wouldn't be the one in that offense. That's Treylon Burks. Love the fit of Jalen Hyatt with Ryan Tannehill. Given that offense, they need explosive playmakers. They need weapons. Hyatt, Burks, and Derrick Henry in the backfield. I like it. In a division that's easily winnable, I really like this for Tennessee. And I just got to stop the tape right now because I've talked about tight end out of Notre Dame, Michael Mayer, maybe not being a Kyle Pitts level talent, but right here, Kyle has Michael Mayer going to my Dallas Cowboys at 27 overall, and I can't wipe the smile off my face. I would love this. You get this type of tight end talent in Dallas with Dak Prescott, Dalton Schultz. We don't know what his contract situation is going to be like. Not sure if they bring him back, the health, do they let him walk? And I promise you, Jake Ferguson nor Peyton Hendershot will stop Dallas from taking this tight end out of Notre Dame. I love it. I'm over the moon. I'm happy. Thank you. Give us Michael Mayer, who can block and be utilized as a weapon in the receiving game. Smash spot for the Dallas Cowboys. Get some Michael Mayer. Absolutely love it. Now, the Kansas City Chiefs at 30 select the final offensive skill position player for this mock. And I don't necessarily agree with it because I think they're okay in that department with Isaiah Pacheco. But the Kansas City Chiefs used the 30th overall pick in the draft to select Jahmyr Gibbs, the running back from Alabama. Talented running back, RB2 in this class. Silky smooth in the receiving game. Sneaky good in between the tackles. Just don't know if KC needs Jahmyr Gibbs. It would be icing on the cake. I got him projected towards the top of the second round, mid to high second round pick in that Kenneth Walker, Breece Hall range. But you give Kansas City a talent like this, and good luck trying to figure that one out. This is probably what Gibbs would probably be what everybody wanted Clyde Edwards-Helaire to be, but just a better running back with a little higher pedigree. So there it is. Favorite pick in this mock, no doubt, and it's not even being a homer. I think the fit of Michael Mayer in Dallas would be fantastic. So there it is. A look at the offensive players, skill position players from Kyle Crabb's most recent 2023 mock draft 4.0. Just going through, mocking it, taking a look at the spots, the landing spots, the fits. Let me know in the comments which offensive fits you find the most intriguing, which ones can't you stand. Let Kyle have it. Let him know. But we appreciate you tapping in. Hit that thumbs up button on your way out and click the link in the description for the entire mock. Highly suggest you read that. Enjoy your Thanksgiving holiday, and I'll be back with more Mock to Mock. I'm out. Peace.